Hey, this is Voltas here, coming through your speakers. We are here on Shakuras Plateau, and we've got two competitors in the DreamHack Valencia tournament. I believe this was uploaded 8 or 9 days ago, so this is an older competition, but you know, I'm just kind of scrolling through trying to find an interesting game. And I saw these two names, one of them of interest to my girlfriend, so we thought we'd put them up here. So let's get this thing going!
It's like gold dust, you hear me coming through your speakers. You see me mashing up your airwaves. I know you can't get enough of my sound.
Let's introduce our players. On the left side of Shakuras Plateau, we have Fanatics Rain playing Terran, tearing it up. And on the right side of Shakuras Plateau, right side of the upside down smiley face, we have my girlfriend Leah's favorite player, not favorite player, but one of them. She hung out with him at the GSL Columbus, Naniwa. Playing Protoss over here. He is setting up, looks to be somewhat standard play. Now he's got two pylons here. That's a little different. I'm not sure why he needs that much supply this early on, but we'll see how that pans out. Rain is still scouting around with his SCV, is going to end up scouting the last place possible for Naniwa to be, and we'll find him there. It doesn't look like Naniwa has built any kind of wall. I see that Naniwa's probe has already walked in and walked out of the area where Rain is, and as you can see, Rain has done his Terran duty and blocked off his front door. Now he is building his command center on the natural, the low ground already, so this is a relatively early expand from Terran. This could mean that this game could go into somewhat of a long macro play, but we'll see. It is a risk to actually build down here on the low ground, and I think he'll do fine. Both of the players are quite far apart, well, at least as far as the ground goes. So I don't see any immediate aggression from Naniwa affecting or endangering that early expand from Terran. And he already does have quite the lineup of Marines. I think he's going to send out, well, he's got this probe here that is destined for doom if he heads up that hill. And ow, runs away. Smartly runs away from those 4 Marines. That'll pretty much shut him down from any further investigation into Rain's base, but he can kind of assume that there might be some kind of early expand from him. Naniwa has already decided to go with an early expand himself, seeing that there is no immediate aggression coming from Rain. He's got his stalker outside, kind of keeping Rain honest, figuring out what's going on. Really can't get past this stalker with any kind of significant troops. Now he is building up quite the Marine line here. Now he's got a bunker set up, but I still think that this is just going to be in preparation for some macro play. Let's look at some production numbers. Currently, we already see a robotics core coming from Naniwa, and a couple more gates coming down. Oh, this is now, he's got the robotics already in place, and he's already started on his robotic support bay. So it looks like we'll be seeing some relatively early Colossus play, and I think that he can actually handle this with the 2 bases. The second base is just now getting up and running, and here is the main art of the probes. Now, he has these 4 sentries, and really that's the only significant defense that he has right now. From any early aggression from the Terran. But honestly, it looks like the Terran is doing the same thing as Naniwa, which is hunker down and do some macro play. Now, we do have STIM being researched, so I can kind of presume there will be some kind of continuation of the bio Terran build. I don't see a lot of mech here. Matter of fact, we see the factory back here, and he is putting on a reactor core, which will probably be transferred to the starport. As predicted, we've got the starport floating over the top of the factory, waiting to finish, and the transfer occurs. And with the starport, we've got 2 medevacs quickly cranking out. So again, as my presumption said, we're looking at more of a bio army right now from the Terran Rain. And we already see our first Colossus from Naniwa. This could be pretty interesting considering Terran is going bio, and kind of the bane to bio would be the Protoss Colossus play. And I'm not sure, there hasn't been a lot of scouting going on from the Terran, other than it looks like he's floating a factory over here to be like the uber super scouting floating building from the abyss. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to see everything he needs to see, which right now he needs to see that Naniwa is very effectively pushing towards his Colossus build. Now, we do have a drop coming, which ultimately could be pretty effective. He is going to see that initial Colossus there. That Colossus is quickly going down to that bio ball. A little too quickly for my taste. But he does see that second Colossus. Naniwa's cards have been revealed, but considering the fact Rain has already heavily pushed towards this bio ball, I'm not sure what kind of transition he can do out of that, or if he's just going to continue to push with that and pray that that magic Colossus number doesn't come down on him and come to haunt him with his squishy troops. So Terran is going for their level 1 upgrades, and Naniwa continues to produce Colossi and Stalkers. Oops, well that was the wrong button. Not sure what I did there, but I think I broke something. Alright, so if we're going back to the production line, we can still see we've got a couple Colossi. We got one coming out and one on the field. A couple more pylons being put up. I think Naniwa possibly got a little bit behind on his supply. He looks like he's looking to expand down here to the south to continue to support his relatively expensive Colossus play. And now we're up to 3 Colossi on Naniwa's side. In response, we see some Vikings from Rain. Those are pretty efficient in taking out Colossi, which are considered both air and ground units, just because they're so darn tall. Naniwa pushing out to the center with his ball, setting up a pylon. Usually when you see something like this, it is some kind of posturing from Protoss to start moving forward with their build and able to resupply their army via gateway units. And we can see that these Vikings are up here poised and ready to take out the Colossi. Not sure if he can see. Alright, here's the engagement. Got the force fields going down, and I don't think he was ready to see that many Vikings. Kind of took apart his Colossi, and the thing with Colossus is they're pretty slow to build, so losing 3 Colossus so rapidly to those Vikings has really kind of put a cramp in Naniwa's style. He's going to head back home and do a little retreat. It looks like there was a quick little drop from Rain within the natural of the Protoss, but it doesn't look like it was too effective. He was shrugged off pretty easily. I'm surprised you can't see. One thing that would be nice is if you could see the number of kills on these Marauders that are floating inside of the medevac, and I think I'll be able to see in a second. He might pop them out to give them a little healing, or maybe not. But it doesn't look like there is a significant depletion in the number of probes, and for how quick that was reacted to, I doubt it did that much damage to his mineral line. Looks like Protoss is slowly getting back to that hateful little ball. He is also adding Zealot charge to his armament, so we're gonna see some Zealot rushes with the stuffages and the Colossi. That's a technical term, you can quote me on that. And he's also just now doing a +1 upgrade to weapons and armor. And I'm really shocked because usually you want to get at least +1 upgrade to weapons, or if anything, the Colossi alone. He looks like he has warped in some Archon. Those could be pretty useful against a bio ball. Terran cleaning up the remnants of the probe push. My girlfriend falling down from whatever she was doing in Minecraft and going, oh! I don't know if you heard that, but I hear that every once in a while. And that poor little Zealot went out to just come over and ask for peace with the Terrans, and he was torn apart by the Marine Marauder Ball. Now, Naniwa is still utilizing, at least just a couple Colossi. I'm not sure they're going to do a lot of good, considering Rain still has a significant number of Vikings. It looks like Rain is starting to kill off some of his troops, possibly to replace them with other ones. He is supply capped. Naniwa is sitting at 177, a little bit shorter than Rain, but he is moving through with his Archons and his now charge-infused Zealots. 2 Colossi to back all that up, but I think these Vikings are just going to take care of that. Yep, the Colossi quickly go down, but I'll tell you what, he has a lot of charged Zealots. He has a significant number of Archons. The Vikings have realized they are useless in the air and have popped down to the ground and decimated the Protoss army. And as you can see, there wasn't much of a response for Naniwa, so he wished the good game and exited. Interesting game. I'm not sure what Naniwa could have done. Maybe transitioned out of Colossi a little faster or push forward with the Colossi. Overall, good game, and thanks for listening.